Hi students, it's Professor Fernetovich, and we are going to go through a brief introduction of the course. This is like my day one presentation. So welcome to class. Here we will be focusing on growing cannabis, so I'm just going to take you through a little bit of what we'll do. We'll also look at the syllabus. So first off, please do your introduction to the introduction forum. I look forward to seeing your pictures, your videos, whatever you want to share with us. So there are, I think, 7 or 8 students in the class. It's a small class this semester. So hopefully we can all connect and share some interesting information about ourselves. Course overview, we're going to talk about that along with the syllabus, and then finally expectations. In that introduction form, here's just a little bit of what I'm hoping for: your name, your major, or if you are going for the cannabis cultivation certificate at HCC, that's interesting to me. And what's your background in gardening, horticulture, and cannabis growing? Where are you at? Do you have experience in this? And what is your goal? That's another important one. What's your goal? Do you want to just improve your grow, or are you interested in getting a job in cannabis or a career in cannabis? In this class, we're going to start off talking about the natural and social history. I mentioned that in my personal introduction video in that discussion forum. That's what we're going to look at weeks 2 and 3. I have some information about that, and it's a really interesting thing to discuss and talk about. We'll also be focusing on botany. And so after we discuss the natural and social history, it's really mostly science here. We're going to look at parts of a plant anatomy. We're going to talk about growing requirements and in terms of horticulture. What are the soils? What are the hydroponic mediums? How do these things work? What kind of nutrients do plants need, and cannabis in particular? And lighting requirements. What type of lights are out there? How much light do we need? And what are the options? We'll then talk about pest management. Pests can be insects. They can also be diseases that affect our plants. So there's identification involved of those pests and diseases, and then treatment. And we may also talk about some cannabis products if we have time at the end. So I am going to jump over to the syllabus right now. Bear with me. There we go. The syllabus is posted as a page on Moodle, so you can see it. But I just want to point out some of the important pieces here. This is going to be a botanical study of cannabis, as it says right in here, to help students understand this unique and high value crop. If you're interested in agriculture and you want to make some money, cannabis is a good way to go. We'll look at growing cannabis in Massachusetts and other states. Hopefully we'll have some guest speakers come in. I have office hours Wednesday and Thursday on Google Hangouts from 11 to 12. So I will be at my computer, and Google Hangouts, if you're not familiar with it, is kind of like an instant message service. So you can type in a message, I'll respond, or you can type me an email and I'll respond right away. If you need help with Google Hangouts or anything related to this course, just let me know. If you want to meet for a Zoom meeting, I am happy to do that as well. Our course doesn't have any Zoom meetings, but if you want one-on-one time with me, I'm more than happy to do that. I have an office hour on Fridays from 10 to 11 on campus. I'm teaching botany lab on that day, and this office hour is in my office, which is Merib 329, third floor of Merib, and you're welcome to drop by. Office hours are for everyone. And it doesn't have to be that you're struggling in class. If you just want to talk about something, I'm here for that too. Um, I'm happy to talk with my students about what's going on in their lives and as well as course material. Let's see. The best way to contact me is through email. Um, I check my email regularly. I have my phone with me almost all the time, and I get the notifications for my work email. I joke that I have very little boundaries. I try to respond whenever I can, as quickly as I can. So I know students have busy schedules, and so do I. But I can also imagine you being at your home trying to get some assignment done, and you come up with a question, and you have this short amount of time to do your assignment. You've got a question, you send me an email, and if I take a day or two to get back to you, that's not much help. So I know that I try to be as responsive as possible. That said, if you don't hear from me right away or within a few hours, I might be busy doing something or teaching a class or in a meeting. So be patient. I will get to you. I respond to every email, and I'm very proud of my zero inbox that I have for work. I get everything responded to by the end of my day. I do go to bed kind of early, just in case you're trying to email me late at night. I probably won't see it until the next morning. Okay, our required textbook is the Cannabis Grow Bible by Greg Green. We'll have some other readings as well, and in week 1, you'll see a reading from Big Buds magazine and regarding math for cannabis growers. Definitely take a look at that article. It's a good one and shows a little bit of the technical side of growing cannabis, which I really do like. I should put on there an optional reading material is the Cannabis Business Insider magazine. I'll post a link to that. It's great and has a lot of important information for growers. Okay, I have our teaching procedures and objectives here. We're going to be doing everything online, so pay attention to due dates and try to get your work in by the due date. Okay, that's what I expect. Attendance policy. Attendance for an online class is different than an in-person class, obviously. I look at participation and attendance through the Moodle logs. So on Moodle, I can see when you're on the class website and what you're doing on the class website. So I check that once in a while. And if I see that you haven't been on Moodle for a couple weeks, I will send you an email and check in. And extended absences can result in an administrative withdrawal, which is an AW grade. Okay, grading. One of the most important things for students. Your grade is based on quizzes, grade breakdown here, 30%, discussions, forum discussions, 10%, homework, 40%, and final project, 20%. And there will be some information about the final project in the next coming weeks. Extra help. I am more than happy to review material and answer questions during office hours or through email. And by the way, if my office hours don't work for your schedule, we can set something else up. I am teaching mostly online this semester, except for Fridays. I'm on campus. And because I'm doing all asynchronous online classes, it means my schedule is wide open for meetings. So let me know if there's a time you want to meet. I'm available most of the time. Plagiarism and academic honesty. Everybody in class, in all my classes, is expected to do their own work, quote when quotes are needed, and give credit where credit is due. Do your best as an individual, ask for help, and be honest. For accessibility accommodations, I am more than happy to work with you if you have an accommodation agreement with the Office of Disability and Deaf Services. So send me your accommodation form as soon as possible if you have one, and we could work together so that you can have success in this class. Besides that, be respectful and practice good time management. This is a 3-credit class, and we would normally be meeting for 3 hours during the week, and then you'd have some time outside of that for assignments and homework and readings. So plan on spending about 6 hours a week on this class. Plan it out so that you can succeed. At the end of this syllabus, you'll see a class planner, and this is pretty broad in general. It has the topics that we're going to be looking at by week, and then assignments. These can vary, but this is generally what you'll see. Every week I give 1 or 2 assignments. Okay. Back here. So please check out that syllabus on the Moodle site. As far as expectations go, this is a college class, and I expect students to do college level work. So you will be doing some research. You will be expected to have good writing, be well written, show respect for fellow students, the professor, the class, and the college. Be honest, get assignments done on time, and work on a final project. The goal here is to learn how to grow great cannabis or improve what you already grow. So that is what we're all here to do, and I'm here to help. That is it for my show. Please email me if you have any questions. Make sure to get that book and look through everything on the Moodle site this week. And I'll see you soon. Please post to that introductory forum.